Welcome. Thank you for joining me for this week's Pick a Card reading. Don't forget to check out my other channel, which is Cosmic Trish Tarot Astrology. There's lots more pick a card readings over there, as well as shorts, astrology reading, and ASMR reading. So let's get on to your pick a card reading for this week. Please take a moment and choose from one of the three groups on the table. We have a clear quartz, the blue, which is, I can't quite remember the name of this one. If you know it, let me know. If I can find it, I'll put it in the comments, but it's the blue heart, we're calling it today, and the rose quartz. Please take a moment, choose from group 1, 2, 3, and I'll be back with your reading. Welcome back, group 1. If you've selected the clear quartz, then this is your reading. Now the card you've selected today is the miracles card, and I feel like it's like you've been waiting for a miracle to happen, or you've been waiting for something to happen which you think is unattainable or ungainable, something that would be difficult to achieve or difficult to do. The cards are saying that anything is possible, but you just need to be patient. We have the delays hang in there card, and sitting next to that, patience, it will take time. So I feel your miracle's coming, or your whatever it is that you desire that you feel is out of your reach. It is possible, but it feels to be it's going to take a little time for this to come into fruition. So hang in there, be patient. It will happen eventually. Now next to that, I'm seeing the self-value, self-worth card, and I don't know if it's tied up in what you're waiting for, what you're trying to achieve, or what you're hoping will happen, being the unattainable miracle that you're after. I don't know if it's tied up with your self-value or your self-worth. Maybe you don't think you're good enough to do something, or good enough to achieve something, or you're worthy enough in some way. Somehow there's value here that is tied up in this, because we're sitting right next to the self, love, value, and worth. So it almost feels like you need to, I think, for a time, go within and work on you. So work on your inner self, because we're sitting next to the Hermit, which is going within, taking a time out to go within. But I feel it's going within to work on better ways to increase your value. This may be something physical that you need to do, undertake some kind of course for increasing skills. It could be some kind of physical thing that you need to do, or it could just be a matter of self-love and understanding that you are equal to everybody else. Nobody is different to anybody else. We're all the same. We're all equal. We're all souls in a body. So here you need to understand your worth and your value. And once you can go within and realize you're just as good as anybody else, then I feel that's going to help you come out of your shell a little bit. Because I'm seeing here you're also in the shell card at the end. You're in a bubble. And that bubble is sometimes a bubble of protection, can be a bubble of not wanting to get out. You're just protecting yourself from something, so you're not putting yourself out there, or you're too afraid to do something because you're worried about the outcome, or you're worried about repercussions or the effects that it will have. So therefore you put yourself in a bubble or a shell. It could also be that somebody around you may be a little bit negative around your goals or your visions, and you're kind of keeping it to yourself, because we have the Hermit and the boundaries card there sitting side by side. So you could be keeping this to yourself so as to not have it criticized, maybe not have other people put you down. So it almost like feels like if you put it out there and tell people, then it's not going to happen, because they're just going to put it down, and that's going to affect your self-value and your self-worth. So this whole line on this top line is reading that your miracle will happen, and whatever it is that you're desiring, or your goals, or you're working towards, it will happen. It's just going to take a little time. It really will depend on you having to value yourself a little more, and not take on the criticism that's around you or from other people that are maybe a little bit negative towards your goals or whatever it is that you're pursuing. So instead, go within, work on strengthening your value and your worth, and maybe even put that bubble around you, so what other people say doesn't affect you. So I don't think this message is for everybody, but it could be for some of you. It could also be related to pregnancy or childbirth, because I just had a vision of somebody with a baby belly. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's for everybody, but just maybe for somebody that little message there. Now here we're seeing learn by exploration and taking more risks. So that feels like you need to really put yourself out there. You need to do to learn. So if you're not feeling that you're good enough, or you're as good as other people, or you don't have the skills, or whatever it is that you're feeling, it's saying you need to take more risks. You need to move out of your comfort zone, and you need to get out there and do. You learn by exploring, you learn by doing, and that's how you get better skills. You get better, more confidence is what it is. So more confidence. The more you do something, the more confident you'll be. So it's like you need to do. So here you might have some goal for opening some kind of business, and this is an example. So you may have you've got this business idea that you want to do, but you feel like maybe you don't have the confidence, or you look at somebody else that's doing it and you feel like you're so far behind them, or you're not confident. You feel like you're not as good as that other person. But the thing is, if you get out there and do it, move out of your comfort zone, you're going to become more confident. The more you do, the more confident you get, the more your skills will increase and grow. So I'm feeling like if you just move past this feeling of not being worthy, not being valued, and get out there and just do it anyway, I feel like you're going to achieve a little quicker. It's going to speed the process up a little bit quicker. I'm seeing a balance right in the middle. There seems to be a balance between the potential that you have. So on either side of the balance card, we have two wand cards. So two fiery, energetic cards. Divine inspiration also comes here in the suit of wands, but it's showing me the page of wands in the reverse position, showing your unused potential, showing that you're new at it. The pages are young, they're learning, they're learning from experience. They get out there and do it, they learn that way. And that's what the page of wands is all about. Learn by exploration, learn by doing. It's a very much an energetic suit. So it's by doing an action, and you think Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, they're all about getting out there and doing it, learning by doing it. In fact, the learn by exploration card is a Sagittarius card. So we're really in that fire suit here with the Leo, Aries and Sagittarius. Doesn't mean that that's your sign. Could be your sign. It could be very strong in your chart, but it's showing me the energy of those star signs, as well as the suit of wands, which is that fire, energetic, impulsive. It could be, in your case, it's not impulsive. It's more like needing to get out there fresh and new, like the Aries, and start something new and not being afraid to do it. Now I'm also seeing the Seven of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, and it's kind of the card's showing someone defending themselves from other people's attack. So here I'm seeing the same as what I mentioned on the top line, where I feel like you're worried about what other people will think, or you're worried about being criticized by other people, or you're worried about you're taking on the criticisms of other people. Maybe they're saying, oh, you could never do that, or you could never have that, or you're not good enough for that. So maybe it's other people, because I am seeing in this Seven of Wands card that you're defending off other people's words or other people's actions is what you seem to be defending yourself against. Now I'm feeling it's in the reverse position, so it's also saying that it feels to be too big. The goal is too big, it's too far away, it's too much, it just seems out of reach. It feels like you're not going to get there, and that's what I'm feeling up there with the cards of the patience. Have patience and hang in there. Miracles are definitely possible. You will achieve. You've just got to put yourself out there, and you've just got to do by action. We've got all these action cards on the table. So stop doing, start dreaming is the Seven of Cups in the reverse position, and that just ties the whole story together. So stop dreaming, start doing. Every card says it. So that's really positive for you, Group 1, that it's very possible for you to have it. So stop doubting yourself. Just get out there and do it. You can have what you want. You just have to work towards it, and you just have to be willing to put yourself out there and learn as you go. Now your cards down the bottom, which are your chakra cards, we're working on our heart. Now heart is all about love and passion and what we desire. It's also about feeling connected to other people, working with other people. But I also feel it is to do with manifestation as well. So it feels to be that strong sense of put your heart into something, put your heart into it. So to help you achieve something, you need to put your heart there. And I'm also seeing fear and anger are your block. So that it tells the whole story of what I've been saying. We've got the solar plexus chakra in the middle there, and it is showing the blocks, the card of the blocks is fear and anger. So fear, I'm feeling you're fearful to take those steps, you're fearful to move forward, you're fearful to make a change. Even it could be changes that are required for you to move forward into doing what you really feel you want to do. Now I am also picked up here against the balance. You could be balancing between what you want, what is good for you, what you really want to do and what you really want to achieve, in balance to the people around you, family members, relationships. People around you may not like change, and it's like you really feel the urge to do this. It's something you really want to do, but it could be that you're getting resistance from people around you, family members, relationships, because they're fearful of change. They're fearful that you will grow and change and become a different person. So I'm feeling here, and that's one of the blocks that's holding you back, because it's showing here it's a block. Your fear and anger is holding you back. Now at the moment I feel it's just fear, but eventually if you don't move forward it could become anger if this chakra remains blocked because of this reason. So you need to let go with love, and you need to put your heart in it and send love. And I guess if that's the case, if you are having issues with somebody around you that's fearful, you need to kind of reassure them in some way. But most important, don't let your dreams go. You need to stop dreaming and you need to start doing, because it's good for you. This is what you're here for on this earth. You're here to have some kind of life and mission, and you need to achieve as well. So hopefully that means something to you, Group 1. I hope you got something out of this reading, and I will see you again next week for your Pick a Card reading. Welcome back, Group 2. If you've selected the blue heart, then this is your reading. Now the card you've selected is this one here, and it's called Creativity. So it's showing new creative energy coming in. So it could be creating anything really. You could be creating life, you could be creating new opportunities, you could be being just physical creative, so creativeness, creating something brand new. You have a couple of little cards with new ideas and new beginnings, so it could be something brand new that you're creating. Now in your cards I'm seeing here that there's something that you've been in for a long time, so it could be like a job or a relationship, something here that is, I'm feeling open to change is what I'm hearing. We've got the be open to receive, but I'm feeling change, be open to change is what I'm hearing. Now I'm not saying that it's going to change or that it's going to end. There's no cards here that say that, but I am feeling that changes within either a relationship or changes within a job is coming for you. Because we have the perspective shift of focus, I feel like there's somehow some slight changes. It could be shift in power, balance, power, struggles. I'm trying to pull in the words here. So it's like a shift in the objective, even the objective going forward of what the goals are. So it could be changes around that kind of area coming for you. You could be creating something brand new. You could be creating new goals within a relationship, or it could be a new objective for the business or your job. It's some kind of new changes or objectives, or change of focus, a shift in focus in some way. Not endings, it's a shift in focus here that I'm feeling, but it's saying be open because it's divinely inspired and coming from above, or it's part of your divine purpose is what I'm feeling here. But be open to these new changes or this new, and changes feels a little harsh for the energy that I'm picking up here. It feels more to be like just a kind of a shift. It's not like a big change. It's more like just a slight change of approach is what I'm getting. It's just tiny. It's a different way of looking at things, or a different way of doing things, maybe different goals. It's different things coming up, but it's saying be open here. Be open to these new perspectives or these new ideas that are coming in. Now it could be lost no direction is sitting here on the top line as well. Maybe you've been in a time of feeling lost with no direction, feeling like this thing that you've been in for a long time has no direction. It's like it's lost its mojo in some way. So that could be relationship, that could be job, that could be your home that you're living in. Something around it feels like it's out of direction, lost its mojo is what I'm hearing. But beside it, we're seeing the Ace of Swords sitting next to the new beginnings, the new start. So we've got this new energy coming in, this really new creative energy coming in, allowing you to create the change that's needed, or create the opportunities or the growth or the movement is what I'm feeling. The energy, I had to use a couple of words then to pull out the right word. It's movement. It's a sense of moving stagnant energy. It's something that's been stagnant for a long time. Energy is just kind of boring, the same old is what I'm getting. That energy is very, very stagnant. It needs some movement here in this energy, shake things up a little bit. So I feel like, there's new energy coming in that's vibrant energy. It's going to shake things up. It's very Aries energy. You can see here with the King of Wands. Now that talks about a cycle completion, the King of Wands, but I'm feeling the King's energy. You can feel there. We've got a King on one side and a Queen on the other. Now the Queen's energy is Queen of Cups. So we've got quite a lot of cups here on the table. Cups being we've got the 10 of Cups, which is happy family. So it's emotional fulfillment, but it's like a completion of cycle. 10s are completion. So we're feeling like it's like you've maybe come to a milestone, or you're coming up to a milestone of some sort within your family, within your home, within a relationship. It kind of feels very relationship energy to me, because it could be read definitely as business or workplace, because group readings energy will be different for everybody. So if I give you the energies of what's coming up, you can fit it into whatever part this fits for you. It could be for some of you, I'm coming back to the energy of the relationship because that's very strong here. But it feels like moving through the sense that I'm getting for some of you is like when your planet's big Pluto, for me personally, has moved onto my ascendant line, and that means big shake-ups for me in everything about me, changes around me, changes about what I'm doing, changes about how I view life. Lots of big shake-ups for me around, because Pluto is a planet of change and transformation, sitting right smack bang on my ascendant. So it's really shaking me up, and lots of movement, lots of change coming around me. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling here. It's like a bit of a shake-up, movement of something that's perhaps come to an end, a cycle that's come to its natural end. There's no harsh cards here, there's no chaos, there's no tower. It's beautiful energy. It's energy where something has come to its very natural end, and it's about to shift and shake the energies to move you into the new direction. But it feels fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling is what we're seeing there with the 10 of Cups. Very fulfilled by this new shake-up of energy. And I'm feeling I'm drawn to diagonal to the emotional fulfillment 10 of Cups card. I'm drawn again to be open to receive. So be very open to receive this new energy, because it feels very positive. I know change and Pluto, when people are fearful, because Pluto can come in, it's almost like the Tower and the Death card together. So Pluto's quite a harsh and scary energy, and it will be sitting somewhere in your chart. So it could be sitting on a planet for you, it could be sitting in a prominent house for you, it could be in your house of career and business, it could be in your house of relationships, and that's going to move and shake things. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just to move you into a direction that your soul wants to go, your mission, what you need to do, your drive, your motivation. If you're feeling flat in something, it's to shake things up and move you to more getting that sense of emotional fulfillment is what I'm getting. That's kind of the astrology reason of why this could be happening to you, because it's happening to a lot of people, because Pluto is sitting on prominent parts in people's charts, and it's very common, and that will sit there for 20 years. So it's almost like taking you out of your Pluto moving, I think it might have been in its last sign for maybe 15 to 20 years, because it stays in a sign for a long time. Moving into the next sign, which is Aquarius, it's going to be there for around 20 years. It is taking you to a new cycle. So it's ending one cycle and taking you into the next. Now, the more you fight against it, the harder the energy is going to be. But all it wants to do is just shake things up, inspire you, ignite your passion or your heart energy here is what I'm feeling. So it's exciting energy. It's exciting movement to reinvigorate you and make things feel exciting again. Now, as far as relationship goes, when I'm looking back into these cards for relationship energy, I'm seeing a Queen on one side and a King on the other side. So, and happy family in the middle. Next to that, it's the 4 of Cups in the reverse position, and that's saying you need to be more receptive. So traditionally the 4 of Cups card in the Rider-Waite Tarot is where the cup, this has a cup in it as well, is being given to somebody, and they're turning their back on it, almost like they're bored with the situation. They're either not open to accept offers that are coming in, not interested. They're just, you know, not interested in accepting anything new. They're bored perhaps with their situation, but they're not accepting anything new. Now I'm feeling here, because it's in the reverse position, it's saying you need to be more receptive. Sitting right above that is you need to be open. So here it's saying there's some beautiful new opportunities on the horizon for you. You just need to be more open. You need to take some opportunities, whatever's presented to you, or just be open to this beautiful new energy. Don't fight against it, and don't think that change is bad. And like I said, it's not even big changes. It's not like an ending of a relationship. I mean, for some of you it can be. I'm not saying that it's not. But I'm not seeing any walk away, but I'm seeing new beginnings and the starting of new adventures and new energy, new cycles is what I'm getting in quite a few ways. And it's saying you need to be open to this beautiful, creative, new energy that's coming in. Be more receptive, be more open, and that's the Four of Cups in the reverse position. So here, getting back again to relationships, I've jumped away from that with the Queen and the King. We've got the Queen of Cups sitting here, and she's sitting here in her power. She's in the upright position. She is saying you need to trust your intuition. You need to trust your feelings here. Trust you to do what is right here. Now, she's quite a very powerful card, and she sits in her own power of her heart. Heart is manifestation. Its heart is also creation, creating family, creating happy moments, creating opportunities. It's this creative energy, and she's sitting quite strong in that power, and she's sitting on her throne. So she's sitting in her power here, and she has the power to move situations into a more positive light. So, you know, if there's within the household or within the family, because I'm reading off the 10 of Cups now. If there is anything that's not quite, you've got the energy here of the 4 of Cups. So there's something here that maybe isn't quite open. Somebody's not being open, or they're not being receptive, or they're pushing away feelings, or she has the power to move and shift and change that. So I'm feeling maybe you need to be more open, or you need to help somebody else be more open to changes and positivity that's coming in to spice up this energy around you, whether that's in your relationship or in the workforce. Now I'm seeing here also the cards on the edges we're seeing is the you are doing well. Spirit's just popping in to say you're doing well, you're doing very well with whatever it is that you're doing or been doing a very long time. With that resilience card up the top, you're doing a great job. It just wants to remind you, even if others don't always tell you that, Spirit wants to let you know that they're proud of you and that you're doing a great job. To the other side, we're saying you need to have more fun and joy. So this is what I'm saying about that energy that's kind of plateau. It's kind of boring energy, it's kind of stagnant energy, and it's not spicy. And this is what this card is saying. It wants to spice things up and have a little more fun. So have a bit more fun in, you know, what you do, what you create, your love life, your relationships, your workplace, your business, whatever it is, it needs spicing. It needs more fun, more joy, more creativity. And that's what the cards are here to say, that they're here to, this is what's coming in for you, which is really great energy. Now grip to your chakra cards down the bottom is saying issues around health, around back and spine, could be anywhere from like shoulder pain, neck pain, holding stress and anxiety, holding on to burdens, carrying the load can cause back pain as well. Of course, there's physical reasons for back pain, wear and tear. It could be, you know, getting older where we start to ache. There's lots of reasons for back pain. It could actually be a physical injury that you've had in the past. But here also on a metaphysical kind of, on a symbology for back pain is carrying a heavy burden, carrying it on your shoulders, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, or carrying stress and anxiety, tension across your shoulders. Back pain as well, back pain from, you know, hard work ethic as well. There's all coming into play here. So it's just asking you to take care of your back, take care of your neck, take care of your and release some of your burdens and not carry so much of a heavy load. Don't take on so much, and that's what we're wanting to release here with the health of the back and spine. Feeling helpless is your blocks. Now, I feel your energy to be very beautiful energy. It feels to be, maybe it's a little stagnant and you're wanting to spice things up. You're wanting something new and exciting. So maybe you're, you know, waiting for a holiday, or you're waiting for something exciting to happen. The cards are saying you've got some great new energy coming in, and it's like new beginnings. I see a baby on the table there for some of you, and I'm seeing Ace of Swords as well. So that's new ideas, new inspiration. It's triumph over adversity. It's, you know, cutting any cords or cutting anything that is negative, or cutting anything that has been, you know, coming to its natural end here. Cutting away from those things to move into these new opportunities or these new beginnings here. Now we've also got new insights as well. So new insights could even be clairvoyant abilities. So we're looking at the third eye chakra here on the chakra card. So it's saying new energy coming in around the third eye chakra. So that's visions. Could also be headache related as well. I know it's not a block, but we have a block right next to it, and that's a block with the crown chakra. So that could also be causing headaches or blocks or mental struggle, forgetfulness, mind fog, brain fog. That's all blocks in the crown chakra. So a bit of releasing through the crown, and a bit of chakra work here will release those blocks and allow that brand new insight, that clarity of vision. So with the Ace of Swords also means clarity. It's about having mental clarity, because it's a mental card. The suit of swords are all about mental clarity. It can be expression as well, but it's all about matters of the mind. So it's having that brand new clarity, that clarity of seeing the situation clearly, seeing the new, where you felt maybe lost before. It's having that new energy of finally seeing the light, finally seeing of why things happen the way they happen, or what's coming up for you. So, you know, why these changes are necessary. So getting some real clarity here as well, especially since we're getting the third eye, the new insight, new clarity is what it's saying. Could be clairvoyance for some of you as well, if you're working on your psychic development skills. So thank you so much for joining me, group 2. I hope you got some messages out of this reading, and there's lots of beautiful energy here for you. So I will see you again next week for your pick a card. Welcome back, group 3. If you've selected the rose quartz, then this is your reading. Now you've got the card of explore, so that could be adventure, explore, trying new things. It can be travel, it can be overseas travel, it's a hot air balloon, so it can be something related to hot air balloon, but I feel like it's being more spontaneous, more adventurous, traveling as well involved here. Now looking at your cards, group 3, first thing here is we've got some beautiful energy coming in from spirit is what I'm getting. So this says be open to receive, but I'm feeling like it's messages coming in from the universe is what they're giving me. So they're giving me kind of the energy where I rub my hands together and I feel energy in my hands. That's the energy they're giving me for you. It's like be open to receive the downloads from spirit is what I'm getting for you, group 3. So beautiful psychic skills and psychic energy is what I'm getting here, and being open to receive and interpret this reading. Now I've got here choices coming up around, choices coming for you. So you've got some kind of choices that need to be made here, and perhaps what they're saying sitting close to the download card is listen to your intuition, listen to your downloads or your gut instincts here. Make that part of your reasoning or your decision making purpose here is trusting your gut instinct, and your downloads is what you're getting. Spirit's here to guide you. They're here to help you make the right choices. Now they're showing me that there's a lot more to it. It's a bigger picture. So there's more to it than maybe what you can see, or it's such a big decision because it's more to it. It's big is what it's saying. It's big picture, more to it. So that feels to be a very big decision on the cards for you. We've got the reward for effort, so you will be rewarded, but it's going to take effort and work here. So whatever this decision is, it's around, you know, having to put in some kind of effort or work. So it could be like a moving house could be a big thing. It could be like it's a big effort to pack up a house and move. So it's showing me that it's big, and lots of effort involved here. So for some of you, it could of course be relationships. We've got a king and a queen sitting together here. It could be, you know, changing jobs. That's a big effort to make a big decision like that. But it's a big decision, but it's saying you will be rewarded for your efforts, and maybe that could also be promotion because you're being rewarded for the effort you've put in. So for some of you, that could be on the horizon for you. Now it's saying slow down, take your time. Don't be quick to rush into anything, and take your time, don't overdo it is what I'm getting. So it's like, for example, if it's the moving the house, and you're wanting to get it done over a weekend, but it's a big job and a big effort, and it's going to be hard on your body or hard on yourself. So it's saying slow it down. Don't be in such a rush to get it done, because it could be like physical there could be like a downside on a physical level if you rush into things, or you want to do something too fast. So slow it down. That could be your decision making as well, but the energy on the table here, because it's group reading, it's different for everybody, but the energy here is that there's downloads coming in, spirit wanting to help you make this this decision that's big energy, something really big around it. Reward for effort is here and important, but taking it slow. Don't rush into things, don't make quick decisions, take it slow, weigh everything up. Now we've got a queen and a king sitting side by side, and they are both in the reverse position. So that's showing that either could be, I always read reverses like coming in from the past energy, could be somebody coming back from the past, but it could also be that they're both not sitting in their power, because reverse position for a queen is she's not sitting in her full power. Now the Queen of Swords, she's all about thinking, mental clarity, speaking, so clear speaking, clear mental clarity. She can see the picture in full. She knows what decisions to make. She knows the right answers here, but it's in the reverse position, which is making me feel like she doesn't have all the information. There's no clarity here. She's either in brain fog about this decision, or it's tying her up in knots mentally. Mentally, there's like challenges and hurdles and brain fog and just cloudiness going on here. She's not sitting in her full power, which is clear mental clarity and expression. Because here, the card on it says filtered speech. So it's saying for some of you may need to filter your words. Don't pour them out. You need to think about how you say things, and that could be related to your decision that you're making, but it can be related to any part of it. The energy here is that you're filtering your speech, or you're trying to get some kind of clarity or make sense of what's going on, particularly if it's around a decision that's coming up and you're deliberating on something. So deliberation is a thought process, so it's about trying to get a clear mental picture of and put some thought into what you're going to do, or why things are happening, or what's the right answer here. Because I'm feeling it's not quite clear, but we've got this energy coming in from spirit. I'm really seeing it as like a light bulb moment, and it's about lighting it up. So really tap into your intuition here as well. So don't just, logic, because the Queen of Swords is about logic, but she's in the reverse position. So here I'm feeling maybe trust your instincts here a little bit as well. Now the King of Cups, he's also in the reverse position, so he's not sitting in his power either. This is a non-sexuality kind of thing. It doesn't mean that it's related to a male or related to a female. It's just showing the energies of the cards being the court cards not sitting in the power. So we're looking here at the king energy not sitting in the power. So he is like the ruler of the empire. He's the one that's sitting, and he's in charge of a lot. So he's got a lot on his plate, a lot on his mind about what needs to be done at what time. He's got a lot of responsibilities. He's got and it's related here, we're looking at emotions. So a lot tied up here with emotions. Now, not sitting in true power means you're not giving credit to all the emotional part that's the emotional toll of this either. You're not playing that out in a healthy way, because it does say unhealthy emotions here. So perhaps you're not giving enough credit to other people's feelings or your own feelings or the emotional side of this as well. So with that Queen being logic, you're putting like a lot of logical thought into this. You also have to put emotional thought in here. You've got to balance the two when you're making a decision, because you can see both cards are sitting here with the decision above. So you're seeing that you're needing to put both emotions into it. You need to balance your heart and your head, is what it's saying in a very simple way. Emotional thought, logical thought, both are required here as well. Now in the middle we have the Hierophant sitting in the reverse position. Now the Hierophant is structure and education, it's banking, it's corporation, it's the agenda, it's about the way the system works, that we're all tied up in. In the reverse position, it's saying think outside the box here. maybe don't take on such a traditional role here. There could be role changes around traditions. So you're not conforming to traditions. You're doing things a little bit different, and that could be a way that you're needing to make this decision. Look at it from a non-traditional aspect, or not conforming to traditional outcomes here. So think about it from an outside of the box position. Now I'm seeing also here that the Four of Swords is in the reverse position. Now that's your rest card. That's where you're sitting on something for a long time to think about it, or you're taking a break. It could also be like meditation, taking time out to tap in and ground and get connected, but it's sitting here in the reverse position. So it's saying time of thought is over. It's time time of action is here upon us now, especially since the sitting above it is the card of do the work, reward for effort. And that's a work card. That's about getting boots on the ground. It's about putting in the effort and doing the work. So it's no longer a time of sitting and thinking about it, meditating on it, sleeping on it. It's time now to put boots on the ground and start doing here. Start moving, start making a decision, start doing whatever is required as this. So no longer sitting on it, we're starting to do, but we're thinking about it from an out of the box kind of perspective. Now here the Four of Pentacles is also in the reverse position. So something may cost money, there may be a little bit of money outgoing here. So we're not holding money, we're letting money go. But it's saying splurge and be generous is what's written on the card. So it may be time that it's time to stop holding back, stop where you've been holding back from spending. Now it's important for you to actually outlay some money. So if what's been holding you back in the past has been as a big cost involved, the card of the Four of Pentacles is saying that money's going out. So, and this could be part of the action of what's needed is money going out. Now on your mission cards to the sides, quest for meaning, we've got this whole path that you're on where you're looking for your meaning. You're looking for, could be part of this deliberation, or what's tying you up is, does something fulfill your sense of achievement, your sense of soul's mission and purpose. It's like you're questing for this, wanting more. You're questing and you've got this desire and this drive for finding out if there's more to life than just what you're doing, and you're looking for something more. So it's about moving now and moving out, and because you've got quite a lot of cards in the reverse, all your tarots are all in the reverse position. So that could be something energy coming in from the past that now needs moving and shaking up and budging, but I feel like it could also be blocks because it's in the reverse position. So here we're saying it's now time to start moving forward and start this quest, start this meaning, start this mission. And be kinder to yourself. So along the way, you need to be kind to yourself. And I feel that's related to the slow down card, just a diagonal to it, where I said that if you're too quick, or you take on too much, or you overwork yourself in some way, because we're sitting right next to the working card, if you overwork you some way, it's not going to be good for your body. The outcome will be aches and pains, it will be headaches, it will be just fatigue. You'll be totally fatigued if you push yourself too hard. And this card, being kinder to yourself, is saying slow down a little bit. Take it easy on yourself, on your body. Be kinder to yourself. Now moving down to your chakra cards, we've got the communication balance. So here we're taking in, and that's sitting funny enough between these two, the king and the queen. So that's showing me either a relationship or something. It could be like a job, or it could be something that involves another person. So here it's saying there's a bit of a balance required between the opinions and the expression of two people. So it could be two people involved here, or two sides to a situation. Again, how I said mind and heart, balancing that mind and heart. Here we've got a communication balance going on as well. So yes, we could be balancing mind and emotions, but we could also be balancing the opinions of those close to you as well, or whatever else is playing out here. But there's some kind of balance going on with communication, particularly because it's sitting under the Queen of communication. So Queen of, and she's in the reverse position. So we're trying to get that good balance, or good this good fairness and balance of either appreciating other people's opinion, or balancing out the mind with the heart. Fear and blocks as your anger. Fear and anger as your block card for your solar plexus chakra. So that's just showing me a decision that tying you up in knots, like could be tying your stomach in knots, and that's causing you like a bit of a blockage in the solar plexus chakra. Now that can cause fear of moving forward. So if you're deliberating on something for too long, you'll get this fear of moving forward because you could be fearful that you're going to make the wrong decision, or that, you know, the cards aren't going to play out well for you if you do things a certain way. But what you're meant to do is what you're meant to do. So you're moving forward with the opportunities that feel your heart feels connected to, as well as logical thought. You're going to learn from something anyway. So there's no wrong decision here is what I'm getting. So whether you're sitting too hard on this idea that it's a difficult choice, but any choice is a good choice. So it's like and even if you don't make a choice at all, even if you decide just to keep things the way they are, same old, it's still a choice to keep things the same. So, and you're still going to learn from that situation. It's still a learning experience either way. So let go of any fears of moving forward, because the energy of the cards is for you to move forward. Now we've got this creative spark, this new energy coming in as well. So it's a boost of motivation, passion, because it's coming in from your solar plexus, which is all about creative sparks, creative energy, creative like it's really creative energy. It's like where the womb is, so it's the solar plexus chakra. So it could be children, but it could be like it's really creative energy that's coming in to move you forward. Now I'm also drawn to that it's orange, like my wands card in my tarot. There's no wands on the table here for you, but it's kind of got that kind of really invigorating energy that's coming in for you to help you here. So I feel like you'll get this divine spark of what the right decision is for you, or what the energy is that you need when you're questing on your meaning. So questing, it's like this sense of what fires you up on the inside, what ignites your passion, your curiosity, your desire, your drive, your motivation. So what sparks you, and that's really important here as well for your journey and your decision making process. So thank you so much for joining me, group 3. I will see you again next week for your pick a card reading, and I hope you got some messages out of this reading.